Well, there's different definitions of attendance. You can appear physically, and most of the time when you're dealing with um, closings, they are, local buyers and sellers. Not always, but most of the time. And so most of the time, the buyers and the sellers both appear in person at the closing. Their attorneys can appear in person with them. Sometimes the realtors appear, especially if they want to get their check the same day. They'll appear at the closing. But they can also be done remotely. So the paperwork can be signed prior to closing and be held in escrow. Just like money's held in escrow, the closing documents can be held in escrow until the other party performs, so that the seller makes sure that if he's signing over and executing a deed, that it doesn't get recorded until everything else is satisfied on the purchaser side, especially payment that would be due to the seller. So they can do that remotely, and then obviously the purchaser can wire the money in. That's whatever the balance is due from any deposits that are paid. And a lot of times the attorneys can appear remotely and can review the documents prior to the closing and give their blessing or indicate that there's some type of problem prior to closing. So attendance is required, but it can be done remotely or it can be done in person. So that's kind of how that works, of who has to attend and how they can appear.